Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the 11th-ranked team, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kurt Herbstreit. Kurt, let's get to the action on the field. Will kick this away to get us going here. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Down here for this offense. They start the drive with a good throw to the right, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has at running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Here's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Quarterback drops back, trying to extend the play. And he'll get there. Touchdown, SC. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the single back takes the handoff. And the sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. To the air, it's Rose. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30.
Picks up a chunk of yards. And that's a first down for the offense.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Same tailback, another carry. Running through the tackle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They'll run it to the right side. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff to the back. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Utes.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, it gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Launching it. He pulls in the catch. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First down, looking to throw the football. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket now, looking to scramble. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
And the Utah offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. They tackle him about the 14.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Nowhere to run up the middle. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's complete downfield. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. To throw, it's Rose. Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. The pass is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. An inside deals now from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a 1st down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
Fighting off the defender. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. We'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. Finds room at the 30. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Trojans will have 1st and 10 here. Linebacker shifting around now. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. On the run, it's Jackson. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Got him. He's sacked.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass caught inside the 15. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
The clock has stopped. We reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the Utes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Back to throw. It's Rose. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. It's caught inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, this quarterback throws a beautiful ball. Another big game for this offense and a chance to get points on the board before we get to halftime.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Timeout call by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust as their first timeout. 2nd down and goal. He tried to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Utah.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Good job dealing with the footing. BAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Comes the USC offense back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll set up to throw. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
USC.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. To throw, it's Rose. Bringing pressure. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is brought down. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Utah offense takes the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. He has first down yardage at the 46. And the Utes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the run, it's Stanley. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Gets some space around the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and
he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Robinson. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, look back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
That completion makes it second and short. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. And how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wide out. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. That's the first punt today for the offense. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Utah offense takes the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back's got it again. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. They'll try to run for the first down. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The Utes will line up to punt it away. And they'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last drive they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the single back takes the handoff. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. They'll toss it to the right side. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Important second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Under pressure, just lets it go. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
This will be fair caught at the 30. Offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Handoff running right. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down after that running play. Dropping back, it's Rose. Makes a quick grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Utes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
Gonna run it. It's Stanley. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Stanley. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. They beat the blitz there, but the pressure bearing down quick. He just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the same runner's got it again. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Scanning the field, it's Rose. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that puts them back on top.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. The back's got it. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Lets it fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They look to throw it here on second down. He pulls in the catch. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
First and goal. And the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, What will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Trojans. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
DT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. The kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Utah offense takes the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They'll try and run it with the fullback. He's brought down out at the 46.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy.
Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
Set. Here's second down. Looking for a gap. It's Mitchell. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Utes line up on 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rose. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And now another deep ball here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback And a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Gives it to the back. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Johnson. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
USC.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? And now a carry here for the fullback. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see, the quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball is right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the 2nd down play. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And he's able to get the boot away. Running it back, it's Stanley. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this game. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small.